This fall's vintage Grandmacore trends are too cozy to resist. This fall's Grandmacore trend is about layering timeless charm with cozy textures and vintage finds. It blends nostalgia with practicality, giving your home a warm, inviting feel. Today, I'll guide you through simple steps to bring these trends into your living space. Whether you live in a cottage, apartment, or suburban home, you can capture the heart of Grandmacore style without breaking the bank. These ideas work beautifully for both new pieces and treasures you already own. The easiest way to layer cozy blankets like a pro. Start with a base layer like a neutral knit throw spread evenly over your sofa or bed. Add a second blanket in a contrasting color or texture, folding it lengthwise for a neat drape over one arm of the couch. Finish with a smaller pattern quilt folded at the foot for visual interest. Use different materials, a chunky cable knit, a smooth cotton, and a lightweight wool, to create depth. Keep a cohesive color palette, like earth tones or soft pastels, so the layers look intentional, not cluttered. Keep one blanket casually draped for a relaxed look and one neatly folded for structure. How to choose the perfect vintage teacup display. Start by gathering teacups with similar styles or color palettes for a cohesive display. Use a tiered stand, open shelving, or a glass front cabinet to showcase them at varying heights. Group sets together and balance the arrangement visually. Avoid overcrowding. Give each cup and saucer breathing room. Place a few delicate doilies or lace runners beneath to add a soft, vintage touch. Position your display near natural light to highlight patterns and glazes. Five simple quilt arrangements that warm up any room. Fold a quilt lengthwise across the end of your bed for a classic look. Drape one over a chair back for casual charm. Stack a few neatly in a basket for easy access during chilly evenings. Try layering a quilt over a sofa cushion to add texture. Or hang one on a wooden ladder against a wall for both storage and decor. Rotate quilts seasonally to keep colors fresh and relevant. Quilt furniture for a fresh Grandmacore look. Sand down an old wooden dresser and apply a soft matte paint in sage or cream. Replace knobs with porcelain or brass handles for an instant upgrade. Add a lace runner on top for a cozy touch. Chairs can be reupholstered with floral fabric. Coffee tables can be topped with reclaimed wood for a rustic finish. Keep original details that give the piece character. Always check structural stability before repurposing vintage furniture. How to mix florals without making a mess. Start with one dominant floral pattern in your curtains or bedding. Add smaller floral prints in cushions or table runners that share at least one color with the main print. Keep backgrounds neutral to avoid overwhelm. Limit yourself to 2 or 3 floral patterns in a single space. Use solid colors between them to give the eyes a rest. Repeating the same floral pattern in small accents ties the look together. A step-by-step guide to styling a reading nook. Start with a comfortable armchair or cushioned bench in a quiet corner. Add a side table for tea and books. Position a soft lamp for warm lighting without glare. Include a small throw blanket for comfort. Add a basket of your favorite reads within arm's reach. A small rug can define the space and make it feel inviting. Position your chair near a window for natural light during the day. The secret to arranging dried flowers that last all season. Choose flowers like lavender, hydrangeas, or statice that hold shape well when dried. Arrange them in a ceramic or wicker vase without water. Keep stems at varying heights for visual interest. Place arrangements away from direct sunlight to prevent fading. Dust gently with a soft brush to maintain their beauty. A spritz of hairspray can help dried petals keep their shape longer. Small changes that make your kitchen feel like the 1970s. Swap modern hardware for round wooden knobs or brass pulls. Add open shelving to display vintage enamelware and glass jars. Choose warm, earthy colors for dish towels and curtains. Layer in small appliances like a retro toaster or kettle. Hang a wall clock with a bold 70s design to anchor the theme. Thrift shops often have authentic 70s kitchenware for a fraction of the price. Three affordable ways to add lace details to your home. Add lace runners to dining or coffee tables for instant softness. Swap plain pillowcases for ones with lace edging. Layer lace curtains over plain panels for depth. Frame a piece of vintage lace as wall art for a unique display. Or use lace as a shelf liner for open cabinetry. Choose off-white or cream lace for a warmer vintage feel. How to style a sideboard with vintage finds. Start with a main focal piece like a large mirror or framed artwork above the sideboard. Layer smaller items such as candlesticks, ceramic vases, and books. Use odd number groupings for balance. Seasonal items like pumpkins in fall or fresh flowers in spring. Keep enough clear space for the display to feel intentional. Vary the heights of items to create a dynamic arrangement. The best lighting choices for a soft, cozy glow. Use warm-toned LED bulbs for a golden hue. Table lamps with fabric shades diffuse light softly. Place lights at multiple heights to create depth. Avoid harsh overhead lighting. Instead, combine floor lamps, wall sconces, and candles for layered warmth. Dimmer switches let you adjust lighting to match your mood. Arranging your mantel for instant nostalgia. Start with a central piece like a vintage mirror or family portrait. Add candlesticks, small vases, or framed postcards on either side. Keep symmetry in mind for a balanced look. Include a seasonal element, such as garlands or pine cones in winter. Avoid overloading the space so each piece stands out. Use candlelight to make reflective surfaces like glass or brass shimmer. Practical ways to use baskets for storage and style. Use woven baskets to store extra blankets in the living room. Keep a small one by the entryway for keys and mail. Opt for natural fibers for a warm, organic look. In the bathroom, baskets can hold rolled towels or toiletries. Mix different sizes to add texture without clutter. Label baskets subtly for quick organization without losing charm. Choosing curtains that bring warmth without blocking light. Select lightweight fabrics like linen or voile in warm tones. Hang them slightly wider than the window frame to allow maximum light in. Use tiebacks to control sunlight during the day. Layer sheer panels behind heavier drapes for flexibility. This adds both texture and insulation for cooler months. Choose curtain rods in antique brass or wood for an authentic vintage look. The art of layering rugs for comfort and character. Start with a large neutral base rug to anchor the space. Layer a smaller pattern rug at an angle or in the center for visual depth. Mix textures like jute with wool for contrast. Keep the color palette cohesive by repeating 1 or 2 hues across layers. Make sure rugs overlap by at least 6 inches to avoid tripping hazards. Use rug pads to keep layers in place and add extra cushioning. A beginner's guide to displaying family heirlooms. Choose a focal spot like a mantel, display cabinet, or wall shelf. Group items by theme, photos with photos, textiles with textiles for a tidy look. Keep lighting soft to protect delicate materials. Rotate pieces seasonally to give each heirloom its moment. Include small labels or cards to share their history with guests. Shadow boxes protect fragile heirlooms while keeping them visible. Turning a guest bedroom into a Grandmacore retreat. Dress the bed with layered quilts and crisp cotton sheets. Add a small bedside table with a vintage lamp and a few books. Use soft, warm lighting for a welcoming feel. Place a chair in the corner with a cozy throw. Add fresh flowers or a jar of dried lavender for a pleasant scent. Keep a basket with extra blankets and toiletries for your guests. Five things to always look for at flea markets. Search for vintage linens, enamel kitchenware, and wooden crates. Check for small decorative mirrors or ornate frames. These pieces blend perfectly into a Grandmacore home. Look for quality over quantity. Solid wood, intact fabric, and working hardware are key. Avoid items with major structural damage. Carry a small tape measure to ensure finds fit your space. How to organize open shelving without clutter. Arrange items in small groups of 3 to 5. Mix decorative pieces with functional items for balance. Use baskets or boxes for less attractive necessities. Keep colors consistent to create harmony. Leave some empty space so shelves don't feel overcrowded. Rotate decorative accents with the seasons for freshness. Cozy corners, creating conversation areas in any room. Position 2 chairs or a love seat facing each other with a small table in between. Add a lamp for intimate lighting. Place a rug underneath to define the area. Use throw pillows and blankets to make the space inviting. Keep distractions like TVs out of sight for better conversation flow. Place the area near a fireplace or window for added charm. Adding velvet accents without overdoing it. Start with small touches like velvet cushions or a throw pillow on a chair. Choose rich, deep colors like emerald, burgundy, or navy. Keep other fabrics matte to balance the sheen. Avoid covering large furniture pieces entirely in velvet unless it's the room's statement. Use it sparingly for a touch of luxury. Velvet pairs beautifully with wood and brass accents. How to choose wall art that complements Grandmacore style. Look for art with soft, muted colors or pastoral scenes. Vintage botanical prints and embroidery hoops fit perfectly. Keep frames in wood or aged metal finishes. Hang artwork at eye level and group smaller pieces for a gallery effect. Balance visual weight across the wall to keep it harmonious. Use thrifted frames for authenticity and budget savings. the right way to mix wood tones for a lived-in feel. Stick to 2 or 3 wood tones in one space to avoid chaos. Choose one dominant tone like oak and mix in lighter or darker accents. Repeat tones in multiple spots for cohesion. Use area rugs or fabric to soften transitions between contrasting woods. Keep finishes matte or satin for a vintage feel. A small sample board can help you test wood tone combinations before committing. Bringing back the side table, functional and charming. Place side tables next to seating for convenience. Use them to hold lamps, drinks, or a stack of books. Choose ones with drawers or shelves for extra storage. Select styles with carved details or turned legs for vintage appeal. Keep tabletops clutter-free for a neat appearance. A small doily or coaster adds both protection and charm. The Grandmacore Guide to Keeping Your Home Smelling Inviting. Simmer a pot of water with citrus slices and cinnamon sticks on the stove. Use natural soy candles with scents like vanilla or lavender. Keep fresh flowers or dried herbs in main living areas. Open windows for a few minutes daily to refresh airflow. Store scented sachets in closets and drawers for lasting fragrance. Avoid overly synthetic scents. Subtle, natural aromas feel more welcoming. Thanks for watching Eterna Decor, where style is timeless and every space tells a story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for your decor inspiration. Until next time, stay creative and keep making your home uniquely yours.